Visitors, there's been an incident. But with the store, well, I'll give you the room we all planned to give the detective. We're just about full otherwise. There's been a theft in one of the rooms. The police are on their way now, though it might take a while. Don't worry though, the thief wouldn't dare strike again. Some sort of important book. Real valuable, I guess, by the way Mr. Historian is reacting. I don't claim to understand what it does. I just know we can't have any thieves making an escape. We've got all kind of weirdos here. I could be just about any one of them. They're all exhausting me. Look, since we've got this shady business going on here, I'm not going to charge you. You can have a room upstairs, first door on your right. At any rate, it looks like you don't have much choice but to stay. My great-great-grandparents built it as a waypoint for expeditions north, and for folks building windmills on the Teefmore Bluffs. It's well past its glory days. I can't imagine this situation is going to do much to boost its reputation. Not exactly. Well, strange thing. She arrived around noon, coming from Narva. A few hours later, the historian arrived, followed by Helena and that businessman, Vadim. The student went off to her room. Figured she wanted an early start in the morning. But then she came out a little after sunset, bags all packed, telling me she had to leave and take care of an emergency. I felt bad for her having to leave in the night like that.
So you finally made it, Detective. I was hoping you'd be delayed, so we could have more excitement. Well, of course. My sister Belinda dragged me here all of a sudden for a quiet retreat. But I don't much... No? I'm trapped in this bed. There's nothing at all to see here. But I did hear a young girl. I called her inside and we talked a bit about books. She was a student at the university. Suddenly she said she needed to go. You skipped to the last page? Don't spoil the ending for me. The businessman Vadim gave me that book last night. I haven't finished it yet, and I don't know anything about those numbers. They better not be important to the story. Yes, my husband and I used to go on dates at the ruins. The night sky and the fresh air, all surrounded by the history of the island. It's a very romantic.
Are you the authorities? Do you paint the crime scene to help find clues? Okay, well, my boyfriend and I really need to get off this lake. We're supposed to be playing a show in Narva tonight, but the innkeeper won't let anyone leave. It's so frustrating. We've never played anywhere important, and the one chance we get, this has to happen. We got here yesterday afternoon. We ate dinner, played some music, and went to bed. I heard some scuffling in the middle of the night, but I just thought it was rats. Ugh, they're everywhere. A book was stolen. It must contain the meaning of life because I can't see any other reason it would be such a big deal. Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Hi, I'm Amir. You are going to crack this case, right? My girlfriend and I were supposed to play a show tonight. Oh, this is horrible. I don't know if this will help, but there was someone down on the beach late last night. I couldn't sleep, so I was looking out of my window at the lake, searching for inspiration. But yeah, someone was down there. Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can go in, the door's unlocked. We figured since we don't have any interesting books, we're I couldn't tell. They seemed like they might be tall, maybe, but certainly that businessman, Vadim, he's pretty strange, obsessed with money. He's given me several nasty looks. And the woman over and they're a point of controversy around here. Some people want them open to the public, and some people think they're a sacred. They're just past the innkeepers. I could.
Who are you? You don't look like the authorities. Another suspect. When did you get here? Oh, sure. Well, watch yourself. There's a thief on the loose, and no one's even trying to catch them. In my translation book, It contains rooms that would allow me to enter and learn more about the Tiefmoor ruins. It's highly sensitive and confidential information. I was on my way to the ruins when the thief made their move. Very few people know about the translation book. Someone must have been following me. And the authorities. Delayed by a boating mishap. At this rate, the thief is going to slip away. The ruins are an incredibly rich source of culture and heritage for the people of Eastshade. I believe that within the ruins there are relics that would help us. But somehow, there are people who think history is a waste of time.
Hello, Detective. My name's Belinda, and I'm an open book, I tell you. The only suspicious thing I've seen is that historian. He's been running into our rooms, snatching up our things and dragging them around for others to inspect. My sister and I are taking a relaxing vacation. She hardly gets out of the house anymore, and I thought the fresh air out here would... Knees, thighs, toes, a continual upset stomach. Old age, you might say. I have. It seems that Miss Helena is unwell. I've seen her looking very sick and tired as she moves about the inn. Well, who knows, really? We can't get in there to find out. But it's nice to dream. My sister loved hiking and traveling more than anything. Now she...
Hello? No, I called her inside and...
Did you... They're a point of...
Just Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Yes. My husband and I used to go.
What a mess. Not exactly. Strange thing. She arrived around noon, coming from Narva. A few hours later, the historian arrived, followed by Helena and that businessman, Vadim. The student went off to her room. I figured she wanted... Just about everyone in this area has an opinion on them. Making great strides, Detective. I know you'll have this sorted out in no time. Oh, right. As soon as the criminal still hasn't been found, I've taken the liberty of locking everyone's boat ashore. Shouldn't be traveling. Why don't you take these keys and continue investigation of the suspects in their rooms?
Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
No? I called her inside.
Did you...
But maybe, if you take a look, you'll find something that points to the killer. I mean, the thief. Where?
I have. It's...
Where? But somehow...
Ah, good. You've finally arrived to sort this out. Check through my suitcase and I'll be on my way, Detective. Good gods, this is truly obscene. The historian likely dropped the book in the lake himself. You've seen how his hands shake. That historian! He's a madman! He tore through our... Numbers? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I picked up that book in a small market last week. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I gave it to Rad Miller. Have you... A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who doesn't love the idea of visiting a tomb thousands of years old? Who wouldn't pay dozens and dozens of glowstones for that kind of experience? I'm going to bring that dream to life. I promise you that.
You don't look like any detective I've ever seen. I won't be answering your questions.
Have you any... numbers? A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who wouldn't pay dozens?
Those ruins mean everything to me. Yes, I have. Those musicians have been desperate to get out of here since the moment the book went missing. They've been singing all kinds of obnoxious songs about this situation. That's an old poem from the native people on the Teefmore Bluffs.
Have you any...
Hi. I'm not really sure what's going on. Of course. Those halls belong to my ancestors, and my aunt lives on the property. I mean, for now, she's probably going to have to sell it. Oh, are you sure it's necessary? Okay, it's just on the ground.
Aha, good news. The real detective has arrived.
Are you the impromptu detective? Sorry it took me so long to get here. The innkeeper just filled me in on the situation. It seems like you've been doing good work here. Do you have a prime suspect?
Well, has the culprit made any mistake? What? You found this here? Why, I can't fully translate it, but I think this is describing a poem about cattle. Or about gold. I need my translation book. Why are you searching through my things? I only opened my trunk so the suspects would feel more comfortable opening theirs. Surely I can't be a suspect in this crime. That medication is my private business. Ahem. I would appreciate if you mind my privacy. It's true I'm being let go from my position at the university, but this is my life's work we're talking about. I can't just... But really, detective, this is a waste of time. Well?
Can I help? Oh, right. There was an emergency, but don't worry, everything's okay now. Oh, are you sure it's necessary? Okay, it's just on the ground. Can I help? Of course. Those halls belong to my ancestors, and my aunt lives on the property. I mean, for now, she's probably going to have to... Okay, you caught me, alright? I know how to get into the ruins, and I've been going in there for years. Is that what you want to know? So yes, it was me. Translation book? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, gosh. I thought you were looking for a trespasser. Everyone, except my aunt and my parents who think the ruins need to stay empty for our old spirits. But there aren't any spirits. I've been in there 100 times. I didn't steal them. They belong to my ancestors. I just wanted to bring home one last reminder of the ruins. I was hoping to defend...
Did you feel...
You skipped to the businessman Vadim gave me the...
Yes, I
Have you That historian! He's a
What a mess. Been thinking about it. This place is empty most of the time. Tourism on the Teefmore Bluffs. Got that letter in the mail just a few days ago. Seems like my ticket out of here. This place gets a little... My great-great-grandparents built it as a waypoint for expeditions north. It's well past its glory days. Not exactly strange. The student went off to a room. I felt bad. Just about everyone in this area has an opinion on them. Indigenous people think no one should even look at them. Most everyone... I had a pal who snuck inside when we were kids. She wouldn't tell me what she saw in there, though. Just...
Yes, my husband and I. No, I called her inside.
Well, who knows, really? We can't get in there to find... I have.
Did you figure... I couldn't tell. They seemed like they might be... tall, maybe? Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can go in, the door's unlocked. We figured since we don't... That businessman, Vadim, he's pretty strange, obsessed with money. He's given me several nasty looks. And the woman over in the corner, Belinda, she keeps giggling at everyone. They're a point of controversy around here. Some people want them open to the public.
Can I? Oh, right. There was an emergency. Of course. Those halls belong to my ancestors, and my aunt... Oh, are you okay. It's just on the ground.
That's an old... Yes, Those ruins...
Have you... Numbers? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I picked up that book in a small market last week. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I gave it to Rad Miller. Who would... Numbers? A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who doesn't love the idea of Who wouldn't pay dozens and dozens of glowstones for that That historian!
Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Well? What? You found this here? Why, I can't... Why are you searching through my things? I only opened... Surely I can't be a suspect in this crime. I would appreciate it. It's true I'm being let go from my... But really... The ruins are incredibly rich, but somehow there are people who think history...
It seems like you've been doing good. Really? That's very interesting. Let me have a look around and see if I can confirm your suspicions. Looks like you're well on your way to becoming a full-fledged detective. Certainly nice to have someone else carry out the interrogations. Sad story this is. Looks like Helena was hoping to sell off the land to the tourist industry. Worth quite a lot of money. Says she was trying to take a final look inside the ruins. That's why she needed the book. Must have been having second thoughts about selling the land. Unfortunately for her, we've now got solid evidence that the ruins are filled with ancient relics. No chance of selling the property now. Ownership will most likely default to university. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't reward you for your work. Please, accept these glowstones I'm authorized to award good Samaritans like yourself. And I believe my work here is just about done.
So, you actually weren't the detective after all. I just had to see if there was anything in the ruins. All my life, I've believed there's nothing but spirits in there. I've started to see that no one else believes that. I can't afford for the land to go to science. Science doesn't pay. But my heart couldn't afford for the ruins to be opened as a tourist location. I just thought the translation book might hold some answers for me. Might help me solve this puzzle. Vadim made an offer on the land. He suggested running his own excavation for sacred objects, but really I knew he would do everything possible to destroy what he found. I took the book and planned to sneak inside the ruins. Just take a peek. I wouldn't have destroyed anything, and if I found something, I would have reported it to the university right away. Now, the ruins will be opened to the university. We'll just have to see what happens.